Hello. Right, I'm John and I'm going to make a layout that's going to take me nearly a year, right? The last time I done models was 15, maybe 15 years ago, and people who watched me then, say you were 20-year-old then, you'd be 35 now, so you'd be showing your kids how to do it. It's a wonderful hobby. It's one of the biggest in the world, one of. And what you got to remember, if you ever flown model airplanes, you older people, if you ever flown model airplanes, when you were younger you say, oh, I like that hobby, I'll go in a model shop and I'll buy a book and say how to fly. It don't work that way. Because the minute you read a book, you go build your model, you go to the flying field, and everything's gone out of your head. So you've got to get an instructor to take your model up for you, trim it out, show you how it works. It's exactly the same with model trains. Whether you're O gauge, G scale, double O, HO, N gauge, Z gauge. Now remember that N gauge is the same, more or less the same price as double O, and sometimes there's a bit more. Right, but we're not here to talk about the gauges, we're here to show you, I'm here to show you how to, the cheapest way to do it, yes. Now, if you're just coming into this with your dad, or you're a dad and you want to start off in a model, it's always better, like you are in a model aircraft club, join a club, you get loads of friends, you make loads of friends, and also they will show you their knowledge of how to do something. You might be thinking in your head, oh, this is how you do it, but no, you let them show you, they're experts at it. And you'll learn a lot more that way. Right, now, if you're a beginner and you're going into it for the first time, my suggestion is, don't go high. Don't go for DCC, don't go for that. It's too expensive at the moment. Go for the cheapest. Go for, what you need to do is you go to a model shop or a model expedition, and you look out for broken trains, broken locals. That's what you want, broken locals. Why do you want broken locals? Right, you never have enough of spares. Never have enough of spares. You've got a carriage, you've lost the wheels. You've got spare carriages that you bought in the scrap box at a show or in a model shop, and you can repair your stuff. Now, if you go to a model shop and explain to him what you're doing, you want a broken loco, you know, one that needs repairing. Learn to repair that loco, learn to repair it. If you're struggling, go to YouTube and look it up, how to repair a model loco. Now, I won't be showing you how to do this because I've done hundreds and hundreds of them in every description. There's too many out there doing it. There's people out there that's been doing it for the same length as I have, some of them, right? But they will give you good advice. They'll never advise you wrong, right? Now, what I'm here to tell you is, I want to show you how to do model railway on the cheapest possible way. Things that you wouldn't believe. Right, now, okay, tile paper. Oops. What can I do with that? Well, there's several, this is ideal. You want this for model railway, okay? I will be showing you how to make coal for carriages, you know, for coal wagons. I will be showing you how to make static grass on the cheap. You wouldn't believe how easy that stuff is to make. I will be showing you how to do the green stuff, which I was causing. Now, the amount of people that's picked up on my videos that I done 15 years ago is unbelievable. And if you subscribe to my channel, which I'm going to call Polystyrene Junction. Yes, I know it's a laugh, Polystyrene Junction, because most of my work is polystyrene, right? Now, if you're going to subscribe, it inspires me to do more. Why I had a bad start is because of that. That's why I had a bad start. See that? I have to hold it with two hands. I can't hold it with one. And that's why now I bought a stand for the camera, a camera stand, a tripod, okay? Now, I will be showing you how to do almost everything to do with model trains on the cheap. I will be showing you how to turn that into something you won't believe of. You wouldn't believe it when you see it, right? It's so easy. I will be showing you how to do that. Simple plastic bottle. I will be showing you how to do trees, you know, trees from the woods and that, but also I will be showing you the easiest and best way to do it. I will be showing you how to make walls that you think, oh, they look rubbish, but when they're on the layout, they don't have to look well. Right, now what I'm going to do now, the first one I'm going to do here to whet your appetite in what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to show you how to make coal loads for your wagons. See that? Coal loads, yeah? Okay, now I will also be showing you how to do lighting houses. I will be showing you how to do, you know, when you come up to it, you've got traffic lights, you've got lights on the railway, green and red, tell you to go and stop and all that. I'll be showing you how to do them, and you won't believe in me how cheap it is to do it. How cheap. You know, you don't have to go to a shop or wherever and buy the dearest you can get to show off with your friends. You don't do that. The one thing you want to keep away from is making a model train layout like some you've seen. It's been done. You're not the first to do it. It's been done. You do, and use your own IDs. Use your own IDs. I've seen some beautiful model layouts out there. Absolutely gorgeous ones. But there's one thing missing off them. And what I'll do, I'll tell you as we go along. One thing missing out of a model rail train, model 00, whatever, O gauge, N gauge, well, N gauge is a bit different. And you won't believe what it is. Every single, well, there might be about 5 out there that picked up on it. Because I did show it years ago how to do it, right? Now, the first one I'm going to do now to whet your appetite, I'm going to show you how to make the coal loads for the wagons. Okay, thank you. Okay, right, now this is just an easy way to show you how to make wagon loads for your, you know, for your carriage, not your carriages, your wagons, wagon loads of coal, right? Now, there's one thing I want to ask you to please do not use foul language on here, because there's a lot of kids that watch this program. Also, all of them, they all watch the model railways, little kids. Please don't use bad language or I'll delete you right away. Thanks for that. Now here, let's get on with it. Okay, right, now we all know what this is. Yeah? This is packing, black packing out of a delivery. You see, it's just normal packing, so what you do, I'll take that away, is we cut it in squares, like that. Okay, like that. All in squares ready. Right. Now there's about 50, maybe 80 pieces on there. Not you know, when they're cut up and lead. But let's see what they weigh. Right, now remember you got, say, 15 wagons full of coal. That's a lot of weight, but let's see what ours weigh. Okay, so what we do, we go over to the scales there. Let me zoom in a bit, back a bit. Okay, I hope you can see that. Right, and can of Coke. Okay, can of full Coke, just to show you the scales is working. Okay, so now we're going to put the coal on. Maybe 80 loads, maybe 100, you don't know how when you cut them up. Okay. What do you reckon it weighs? What do you reckon it weighs, eh? Can you see it? Watch this. Look at that. Hardly moved. And it's all on there, all of it. There it is, all on there. Right, so what we do now, we'll worry about the bits of ball. We get a carriage. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. And we cut one of these, and cut a slice off one of these. You see, we just cut a slice off. Okay. And we end up with that. Okay. And what we do, we put it into the carriage. What about that? Right. I hope it's real coming out all right. But there's your wagon load of coal. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you on a run. Not to show you the driver's point of view, but I want to show you the run so you can pick up on it to put on your model railway. Now remember, this is a modern one. It's not, it's like, okay, they're doing DCC or whatever, it's okay, but we're looking at old. We start old and we go up new. Do you understand me? We don't mean one you bought the day before yesterday. I mean 60s railway. But we're looking at the stuff that's still on the railway today. Thanks. Okay, we're going to start off a short run now, and we're not looking at the run. We're looking to see what we can use for the model railway, for our model railway. Let's go. Okay, I will stop it when I see something that I think is of interest for the model railway. Okay, dog. Right. Okay, now we're looking at the trees. See the trees? Look at that little bird. Look at that one there. See that one? Then you've got a bright patch here where the sun's come through. See it? Then you've got different coloured, see them? Different colours on your trees, how they stand out. Okay? Now, don't worry about the track. The track is, that's new track. They're either taken up or putting down. By the looks of it, it's been taken up. That's just been left for it to be picked up at a later date. Again, we've got like a, it's like a little bridge here, see, like a little bridge, not fencing, see it, see the fencing? Not the rail on here. Yeah. Again, different coloured trees. See them? There, there, where the sun's hitting them. Yeah. That's what you're looking at. Now remember, this is modern track, so you might not be doing that one. We're not looking at it. Oops, there's one. Now look at this, got that little building there, see it? See the little building? Now that's a workman's cabin for working on the railway, there. Again, look at the different coloured trees, see the different coloured trees? Right, carry on. Don't worry about the signals, they're modern, I'm not looking at them. Whoa, there, look at the fencing, see the fencing? Yeah? How far it is off the track, see it? That's about what, 12-15 foot, so you're looking at 2 to 3 inches off the model layout. Again, we can look at that nice tree there on its own. See ya? This one here. Okay, carry on again. Again, another little bridge here. See, look at there would be matchsticks on a model railway. On our model railway, there would be matchsticks. You see them? That's like a little river going underneath, like what they have out in the farm fields. Okay. Oh, there. Now you see that? There. That's an interesting one. That's for animals. You see how they're sticking up like that? That's so the animals don't walk across. Okay? Now again, that's on for your model railway. That's good. Yeah? Now we come up to a bridge, our first bridge. We have a look at the bridge. The buildings, no. Bit of an old station here now. See the old station here, right? You look what's on it. Look what's on it. Most of these are modern, so you're not looking at them. But look at the station, right? There. The station here, and then you've got the flyover, the bridge to walk over, yeah? Look at this. See how nice that is? Carry on. Again, look at the bridge, look at the fencing. See it? It's the fencing. Carry on again. All of that. Now if you look at this building here on the left, but look at the fencing. Matchsticks. In our world it'd be matchsticks. The same on this side here. See? Look at that nice tree. Look where the poles are. See where the poles are, yeah? Okay, carry on a bit. Now we have to stop here for a second. Now this is modern. This is for the modern railway. The old 60s and 70s, 80s doesn't have that. But look at the bridges. See this? Different types of fencing. Yeah? And if you look at it, it's not straight. It's in and out. That's the way it is. Yeah? Again, look at the trees on the left. Look at the tree on the right. See it? See that tree? Yeah? Carry on. Again, here we have another crossover. Now you see it's a small little bridge with water going underneath. Yeah? Now, see the rails on it? Look here. See them? And look at the fencing. See the fencing? Yeah. Again, a nice tree there. See it? Now we've got a train coming, so I'm going to skip this. I'm going to skip this bit because I don't want to see the train. Here we're coming up to a bridge. Now hold it there. Okay. What you notice on the bridge, see the ivy on the bridge? There. See it? Now on top of the bridge there's a handrail, or not handrail, like a little fence. See it on top of the bridge? Okay. Now look at the markings on the bridge. See them? Okay, now what else can we see there? We've got an old wall here, see, with an embankment. We've got a different one on the other side, so it's not replicated, it's different. Let's carry on again. Look at the sides, the rails, the wall all the way along. Hold it there, there's a nice one. Look at that bridge, look at that tree. See the tree? Now if you look at this closer, you'll see a church in the background. See it? There. We do have churches. Now hold it here. Matchsticks. On our world, they are matchsticks. See them? With a fence. Again, look at them. They're not straight. Yeah. Okay. Carry on a bit more. And if we stop here, there. We've got a small tree here, which is not out of place. You've got three big ones here. One there, one there. There's a nice one. Then you've got a telegraph pole with the wires going across. Forget about the lights. We're not looking at them. Because they're modern. Again, here we got matchsticks. See them? matchsticks on the fence. Look, that's a nice tree. See that tree there? Okay, we'll carry on a bit more. Again, on the left, we got matchsticks. We've got animals, cows, horses, and see the matchsticks here. We're not looking at the modern stuff because it's not on our layout. Okay, now, how many times have you gone to your paper or whatever you're going to do, and you've got your knife and you've got a small ruler or something, and you wanted to cut your paper out, and it's snagged and gone up nearly over your finger or in that way? See, it's dead easy. All it needs is a little bit of thing on there, and it'll trap your hand. So what you do, right? Forget about that for a minute. Get yourself a piece of wood, roughly about a ½ inch thick. You don't have to be as wide as this, but it's up to you how wide you want it. And what you do is you put that there. You get a piece of this aluminium, whatever it is, angle, right? And you put it on here, and you glue it to the board, like that, see? Now when it's glued to the board, or you can even screw it, it's up to you how you do it, right? And then once you do this here, across here with the board, like that, when you do here, and then if it does snag, it comes up onto that. It doesn't go on your finger, right? Again, this is the safe way to do it, okay? Right. Now, if I come around here and show you how this is, there, you see, it's about a ½ of an inch higher than the wood, which you do need a ½ of an inch higher than the wood. Even an 8, it don't matter, right? But you've got to be higher than the wood. And we go back down again, and all it is, you can screw it, or like I said, you can glue it to the wood, and that's all you need, a piece of that to be safe. That's just a bit of a safety ID for you. Okay, right. All Christmas lights that you're going to throw out. Now, oops. These are ones we've had from last year, right? They don't work anymore. They're finished. They're done. Right now, think about it. Look, think about it. Okay, Christmas lights you're going to throw out. Look at the wire. Okay, wire. Okay, but failing that, these don't work. So what you do is you cut one off. Well, no, here, like that. See that? You cut one off, which I have done already. Cut it off like that. There. See, about that, roughly about that length. Okay, about that length. There. Right. Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you is, depending on how many comments I get, what I'll do, I'll be taking names out of the comment list, all the names, and I'll be putting them in a hat, and every month, the one I pull out, I will be sending them something, whether it be a kit, a book, or the green stuff, but I will be always sending some out, and I'll read all the comments, right? But please, no bad language, because there's kids. Now, here's a light that I took out. Now bear in mind, these lights are 250 volts, right? Okay, so what you do, you cut one off. There we go, look. You cut one off. This is a smoke alarm battery or a PP3, right, this one. Put it on here, and watch this. There you go, look at that. Now, see how bright it is? Okay, so to get rid of that, you put you just do it there like that, twist it out. And we want to cut the voltage down, so we put a condenser on it. I'll show you how to do that. That's what I'll be showing you. I'll be also showing you how to do traffic lights, you know, that traffic lights, you know, for train lights on the rail, telling you which rail's alive and which rail's not alive, and that. And don't forget, please, subscribe. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. You go on any YouTube program and you actually subscribe. It's all free, it doesn't cost you anything, and you get good results back. Okay, now there's one idea for you that's coming up. we won't be using we're just using the battery to test them. This is the safest way for you at home to test your old lights. Just let me get this is terrible, this with my hand. Put that on there. Put that on there. There you go. Right. They won't be as bright as that when I'm going to use them. The bulbs will just blow. But I will be showing you how to cut the voltage down and get them nice and soft light. These are ideal for buildings. You know, your Metcalf buildings, your homemade buildings, whatever, they will be going on, and I will show you how to look. Now, if you're looking, what are you looking at now? You're looking at maybe 60, 70 lights. Imagine that in houses and on your model. Cheap, easy, you were going to throw it out, but you didn't think, because you've got a wire for your model railway, you've got loads of it, you've got loads of lights for your houses, and what did it cost you? Nothing. Right. Thank you. Okay. Do you know, the 20-year-olds 15 years ago when I started showing people how to make the green stuff, quite a lot of people has picked up on the idea now, and I'm glad, because it's shown the model world how to do this kind of work. Now this is more or less the same idea about most anything you do. You need some sawdust, which I've got plenty of, and then you get your paint, mulching, pour it in, not too thick, see? Okay, now, look it up, we don't want this too thick, and you stir it up. Well, you see, that's a little bit on the thick side, so we need some water. That's better. Right. So you say to yourself, well, why do I want pink on a model railway? Well, yes, you do, because there's a lot of pink on the model railways, but people don't notice it. And if you do it any colour, the good colour is red. Red's a good colour. Why do I need red on a model railway? Well, there's a lot of red on a model railway. Anyone seen the model railways? Look closely. Now you see how that's a bit heavy. It's a bit thick, so we need more sawdust. Right. Now, usually you need quite a lot. You know, don't just mix a cupful or a jar full. Mix a load, because you will be using it throughout your time building your model layout. And you can always add another colour to this after to change the colour of pink. But you see how it's getting there now, see? You see it? Now it's gone bumpy and all sorts in there. Yeah. Again, it needs more water. Yep. Now, after I've mixed this for about 10 minutes, it'll all sort of tap out. See how the water, how the sawdust soaks the water in, but it also keeps the colour of it. Just give it a good stir, yeah. And just leave that there for a minute. Right, now, and we have a look at the green one I've done. Oh, this is the green one. Just let me try my hands. Oh, here you go. Okay. Right. Now there we go, look, see that, look? That's what it is. Now what you can do with this, you can sieve it after. You can sieve it to any size you want, whatever scale you are. If you're end gauge, you need to sieve it down smaller. If you're O gauge, it's okay as it is. If it's double O, it's fine as it is. But that's what you're making when it's dry. See? That's the green stuff, how we used to show you how to make it. Now with this, in this size of a tub, it's ideal because you can dip your trees in it or whatever you want to do, whatever you want to dip in it. And when you put it in a jar, you never fill the jar to the top. You always leave room for go now and again and shake it up. See? Shake it up and then it's there for use at any time you want to use it. Now colours, you need them. You need all the colours. You can see? There you go. That's what you're looking at. Right. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to get hold of the lid, if we can. Some nutshells in. Go. You must excuse, I've never used one of these before, but look at that. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're looking at. Look at that. See it? That's what you're looking at. Okay. All you do is you put a load of them in there, and you get a load of this out. Okay, okay. Now we have egg cartons. Just break them up small. Throw it here, like that. Switch on. Yeah, switch on. And then we take them out. Take them out, put them in the plate. That's we got ready. There we go, look at that. Okay, what we need now is a pair of gloves, right? A pair of gloves, cheap nasty gloves, disposables. You don't have to wear them, but it's better if you do because you want to keep your hands clean a bit, okay? Now, I'm looking around where I've been working, I've made a bit of a mess, which my wife's not going to be pleased with, but after 60 years, nearly 60 years married, I'm sort of getting used to it. Right, and she don't mind because she's beautiful. And what I'm going to do now is the egg carton, which I've just shown you what I've done with it in the blender, which I've never used before, and putting these gloves on is a bit of I think the 5 size is too small, but it don't matter because I'll get them on. Okay, there we go, nearly on. Right, then we get the we get the egg carton, which I've just mashed up, we emptied in here. Okay, now I struck it lucky. I got some green paint emulsion in the skip, right? Now if you're going to go in the skips, you must ask people who has the skip in the yard, could you have a certain item out of it? Tell them what your intentions are, that you make models and you just want a bit of stuff to enhance your model. 9 times out of 10 they'll let you have it. Obviously you've got to be polite with it, and you've got to make sure you don't make a mess. And you just pour the green emulsion after it's been watered down in there like that. It don't matter if you put too much in. You can always add a bit of now what you do then, you mix it all up. You see? Now the two nice colours that you want, or 3, you want green obviously, and you want red. And the best way is just get your hand in, mash it up. Mash it up like that. Now if you think you haven't got enough of the egg carton, you make some more. That's what you're looking at, see? Don't worry if you get a bit on your hands, because it's emulsion and it'll wash off with water. Okay, now I'm not doing any more attempts because I've done a lot of attempts in the past. As I don't know whether you ever watched any of my videos, and you'll see, and that's what you're looking at. See, what you do, you just squeeze it out, put a bit more in there, make it a bit more solid, right? And now you can see I've got quite a lot on there, so I just went to the tap. There, I'm good to go again. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video and add some more carton in there to make it a bit thicker. Now you see, you can use a stick instead, if you didn't want to use gloves, but use a stick. But never put your hand in here when it's running. Never. That's a taboo. No way. And try not to let the kids use it without supervision. Right, what we do now, I'm using a stick now to mash it up a bit. I used a spoon to stir it up, but we'll use a stick. We need it all covered in green. There we go. I would like to know what I'd like to get the comments to see what you think. I'll read all the comments. I used to do my attempts, but I don't do them anymore. This is how to. Now the scale, my scale might be different than yours, so don't ask me, do you consider scale, because I'm not doing it to your scale. I don't know what scale you are. You could be N gauge, you could be O gauge, you could be G scale, you could be TT. You could be a lot of things. You could be steam. Well, you won't use this in steam, but it's just showing you that I am not doing it to your scale. I'm doing it to the scale I've got, which is double O. And there's a lot of people out there think that I'm doing something to their scale, and it doesn't work that way. Right, see now, it's almost covered now. You see, almost all done in green. That little bit there now. Now that's for a stick, you see, it's just the same, and the ideal way now is to do it, is to a little bit more in here. Excuse, I hit the camera with the stick, but that's not a problem. I'll put another bit in there now, thicken it up a bit, okay? Now I'll just have it right, I'll put another bit in now just to thicken it up a bit. All we have to do is to Now the drier you make it, the better, because it won't take as long to dry it the way you want it. Now don't forget to subscribe, because it's absolutely free and it inspires me to do more. That's not too bad now, that bit there, a little bit here, and we're getting there. The drier it is, the better, because that way it doesn't take as long when you spread it out to dry. All you have to do is just keep it in there for a bit, then put it near the heat, and it dries up how you want it. There you go, there it is. Now I can put my hand in because I've done it with the gloves, and if you get it like that, squeeze it, here you are, squeeze it out, it's better. Right, like I said, it's only emulsion paint, it will squeeze it out. Just don't scratch your nose or anything else with it, and that'll be okay. Now I'll put that out to dry, and then I'll show it to you when it's dried. Now there you go, it's only taken a couple of seconds to clean off. Obviously it'll clean off better than that, but the kids will love doing this because they like making a mess, and I'm the best at making a mess. If you want to show anyone to show you how to make a mess, just let me know. I'll show you how to do it dead easy. Okay, now it's dried now, so that's what you're looking at. See that? That's what you're looking at. It's all dried now. See it? There you go. All dried. Okay. Now, what you need now is we need a packet of those. Yeah. There we go, a packet of those. And then we need to paint them. So if we take out, say that many. Right, okay, and then this on the floor, and we want some of this nice and sloppy. It's a bit of a hard job painting these, so you have to be careful. You know? Now, what you do then is you get 4 or 5 together, and you just up on the mat. There we go. Oh, that was hard, wasn't it? Eh? There we go. All painted. Just let them dry now for a couple of minutes, maybe longer. Now we get hold of this. This is what you want. Take it out of here, put it in there. Okay. Now just only put a little bit in, just to show you what happens. Now look at this, I even know how to turn this on now. Oh, you're never too old to learn, are you? Right, what do we do? Switch this on. There you go. Take it out. at that, wow. Look at that. Hey, look at that, yeah? Now what you do, you mix a little bit of PVA glue with it, just a little tiny bit, mix it up. Don't put it in the machine when you've mixed the PVA glue in it, just mix PVA glue in it, right? And then we've painted the disco sticks, right? And we've got some cocktail sticks. And what I've done now, I've put it all together and this is what you end up with, okay? You see that now, okay? Now, this one is a cocktail stick, that one is a cocktail stick. That's a skewer stick, which you see, which I've just painted. Right, it's dry now, it was about an hour ago. And there you go. What about that? Yeah? And then you've got your cocktail stick one, which is, get hold of it, there. Now you need small ones as well, you see them? You need the small ones as well. There we go, and that's how easy it is to make these small trees. Don't forget, no one's going to believe that that was made out of egg carton, right? I got 3 jars out of that, 3 jars. And if you look, remember what I said about the coffee jars. Now when you fill them in, when you put them in the coffee jars, never fill them to the top. Always leave a gap in the top for air, and never press them in. Do not press them in, just put them in loose, so that when you go, anytime you should be able to move them about like that. Never press them in. Now, as you can see, I've got 3 coffee jars, and that's the stuff you made. That's eggshell cartons, right? See it? That is ideal for the model railway. Now, we're going to have a go. Yeah. You never waste anything. See, look, Christmas. Well, I'm not using this at the moment, but I've just used one similar to it. And you see, oh, looks all right, you say, but you can see what's in here. You know what I mean? You can see it all, right? Okay, so what you do, you make these out of it. See that? You make them. That's just a broom handle, which you make a pot out of. You can paint it any colour you want. You can make these to any scale you want, and you can make the trees any scale you want. You see? That's just one simple way of not throwing them out. Use your imagination, because it's a brilliant thing. See that? Push them back. And then you just get a bit of paint over the ends with a dry brush, and you end up with that. See? There you go. Ready, this is another piece just showing you how to, them Christmas tree lights. What I've actually done, 2 of them didn't work. I got 80 lights out of them, and also I got a good plug. I've tested the plug is fine, and I've got some wire left, see? There, now hang on 1 minute, there we go. Look at that, I got wire. It's all about the wire, right? Now, out of the 2 that didn't work, I kept the wire back off them like that, so they're still coming useful, right? Now, I'm going to show you how to tin the wires, right? We have flux here, you can see that, I'm sure you can see that. Can you see that flux? Yes, you can. You've got solder, which has got flux in it, ignore that, right? So what you want to do is, you get your soldering iron, give it a little tap, and a quick dip. See that now, how it's going like that? Right. Now, we've only put a bit on. You don't put it on the wire, you put it on the soldering iron, on the iron. And you give it a dip in the flux, like that. Don't matter how much you get on, the more the better. There you go, that's a nice piece on there. Now watch this. And always do it from the top, never from the bottom. Do it from the top and it runs down. How easy is that? Okay, do it from the top. and it runs down. Now there you go. See that? They're done. Now, if I was to do it, never do it like that. You see how that is like that? Never do it like that. I'll show you what happens. Where's the way? There we are. I'll show you what happens when I do it like that. Okay? You never do it like this, but I'm just showing you what happens when you do. Right? Watch this. You end up with a big blob, which is unusable. See it? Look at that. No good. Right? And before we solder them, we make sure that we test them to make sure they're okay. There we are. Yeah. You see it. Okay. Again, turn them around, screw them in like that. Right. Give them a dip in the flux. Get plenty on, don't be shy, get plenty on, like that. Get your soldering iron. Now, if you watch this, watch. There you go. Now I've only put solder on it once. Now I'm going to put another bit on. So I always do it on the gun. See it? There, right? Now look at that. Okay. From the top it runs down. From the top it runs down. Okay? There we go. Right, that's how easy it is to do tinning. Now don't worry about one being longer than the other, because we'll sort that out in a bit, because what happens, we have a condenser to go on there to make it up. Right, so that's that. Now I'm going to show you, I'll turn this on. I'm going to show you something else, another little trick. Now watch this. Put that away, out of the way. We'll do that in a minute. We'll come back to that at a later date, as they say. Right, put all that over there. Right, and we have the drill, and we've got 3 wires. Now a lot of people do this, but I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it for one reason. Alright, it looks nice when it's done. It looks, oh, that's nice, so it's great. Yeah, there's only one problem with this when you do this. Okay, right, just let me show you this simple, it's not simple, it's just easy to do. Right, watch what happens when I hold it here and pull the trigger. Okay, now I'll just undo it. Just put it backwards. Where's the switch? There it is. Okay, now you see I've got 3 wires in there, 3 wires, a red, a white and a black, and look how nice they look. Oh, and they look lovely. Yeah, there's only one problem with that. That's under your board, like that, right, and it's onto one of your switches or your pint motor or whatever, or to your lights, but one of them go down. One of your wires go down, right? Suppose your black goes down, or your red or your white goes down. What you've got to do then is you've got to undo all this. Okay? No, not recommended. So the easy way is you get your 3 wires flat, see them? Flat, and you get yourself a zip tie, small zip tie, and that's how easy it is to do. See it? Any one of them go down now, all I got to do is just pull it out, replace the zip tie. Zip tie, pull it out, there, see? How neat's that? Oh, it's underneath your layout so they won't see it. But anyway, you're not doing it for show, you're doing it for your pleasure. Right, now then there's another one, one more. Oh, we're here. Right, again with the drill. Right. We've got a piece of scrap wood here. You see, it's only a piece of scrap plywood. Not plywood, but hardboard here. Okay? See, it's only a piece of scrap. And I want to drill a hole in it. And this is what I end up with. See that unsightly hole there? Look Look at that. Right. Now, to get away from that, so that you don't have that on the wood, you get yourself a piece of hardwood of any kind. It don't matter if it's 5x4, 3x2, 1x1, it don't matter how long it's underneath. Then what you do, you get your board, put it on top, like that. Get your drill, press down, okay, lift it up. Look at the difference in that and that. That's because you put a board underneath to stop this from spreading out. That's how you get a neat hole on the other side for your switches or for your wires to go through. It doesn't matter, right? Now it's the same. Oh, hang on. It's the same on this stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drill a hole in this. This is just a piece of what, 1/2 inch plywood, right? So I'm going to drill a hole. Look at that. Go like that. Can you see that? Right, now if I was to put it on here, drill it down, pull it up, look at the difference. Look at the difference, right? How neat is that? Yeah? Compared to the one without the wood underneath, right? How many of you's gone out there, drilled a hole and you got a right mess at the back? That's how to avoid it. There you go. Now this is the last one for this episode. So what I want you to do, please, subscribe, hit the like button if you like it, don't matter if you don't, hit the thumbs down or whatever you do, and thumbs up, and happy Christmas. Thank you.